Okay. Hi guys. Let me just set up the camera here. Whoa. Are you receiving me? Okay. I'm going to be doing something a little different today. I'm actually recording this from my cell phone, from my HTC Hero Android phone from Sprint. From my Android phone from Sprint. There we go. This is take 2, whereas the first one, all you saw was the ceiling and like this much of my face, so I really wasn't showing you guys anything. But, you know, things happen. I'm sorry I haven't been making many videos lately, or any for that matter, because of the simple fact that I had pneumonia. I had some kind of really bad sickness, you know, like all that same stuff, in December. I thought I was getting a little better, but then I had a relapse, and it became pneumonia. And anyone who's had pneumonia, it sucks. So, as it turns out, I was bedridden and really couldn't do much anything. I'm just starting to work. I have my voice back, so I can actually finally show you guys the stuff that I have. A while back, I went to Goodwill, and Goodwill is about 120 mile. Yeah, no, 100. No, it's an hour and 20 minutes. What am I thinking? No, it's an hour and 20 minutes away from here. So I don't get out there that often, but I'm glad I did on this occasion because I picked up some really cool stuff. So I'm just going to get right to it. What I picked up, and I already have it all unboxed because of the last video, but what I picked up was an Intellivision 2. In the box. An Intellivision 2. It's freaking awesome. I have never played an Intellivision before of any kind, much less a 2. But I picked it up for $15 with a ton of games for it. So why not, you know? So that's what I did. I picked it up. Although I am going to go a little bit in a rant right now. Goodwill has a tendency to, I'll have an example here. I bought Quest 64 from Goodwill. The problem with buying games from them is that, you know those little, like it says $14.99? That little sticker, well, this was like $2, so they stick it like all over the place on the label. They don't put it up here on the side or out here or out here. No, on the label of the game. Not only that, okay, this is how they had this, okay? I had all these games, like, stacked up like this, okay? It was like a tower. What they did, to put it all together, they wrapped it in clear tape. Now, this box was original, perfect condition. Didn't have a problem with it. It's in very good condition, except that it's covered in this horrible tape. I can't take this off because if I do, it's going to rip the image off with it. So I have to live with it. I mean, it's not so bad, but it sucks. You know, it would have been really good. And then I have this thing, like, no refunds, as is, no exchanges. So if I peel that off, I'm going to lose the image as well. So, I mean, that kind of stuff ticks me off. But, I mean, if it wouldn't be for them, I wouldn't have gotten this anyway. So, you know. I even had the original bag that the game came in, the console. Okay, I'm going to show you the unit now. This is an Intellivision 2. As you can see, this thing is in pretty much immaculate condition. I don't even know that this thing was ever even played, considering the games I'm about to show you and the condition that they're in. I'm not exactly sure that this was used. I got the cables, all the original cables with it, Mattel, everything. It says all that stuff on it. The only thing is, I can only get it to power on. I have a wire that comes out of here. It looks like a little AV jack, but you need a little coaxial adapter. It's just like the 2600. I have one for the 2600. I couldn't get this to work on my TV without it, so I'm going to have to go find it, or else I can't show you guys the thing. I can pull it up in an emulator to show you the games I have, But I mean, I want to play with the the actual controller, and the controllers themselves are kind of weird. It's like they're corded to the machine itself, but they are detachable. Takes a little doing, but it's a regular 9-pin thing. You can get an Atari 2600 controller or a Sega Genesis controller, probably better. I don't know if they'll actually work with it. I mean, technically, I would think so. It's the same. All the other ones cross over with it. But let's get on with the controller itself. So you have a little click wheel, kind of like the iPod and stuff nowadays. You have these two little buttons on the side, which don't feel like they really push in that much. So there's not really that much responsiveness. There's some on the other side too. I don't know. But you have the D-pad. Well, D-pad, no, it's just a number pad. I mean, you don't really feel like you're pressing a button, because it's not like, I mean, you can hear the button being pressed, but it's like so soft. I wouldn't think that was, pressing anything. Why is this going back in? What did I do? Did I do it wrong? What, I broke it? And the games came with inlays. Like, this is an inlay for pinball, so you just put that over it and, do whatever with that. Oh, maybe you can see it. Okay. But yeah, great condition. Anyway, I'm going to go over some of the games that I had gotten. This was the game that was on the top, so obviously it's got tape all over it. And it's called Lock and Chase. From what I can tell, I don't know if you could see the back or not, it looks like a Pac-Man clone. I don't know if it is a Pac-Man clone. Like I said, I've never played it. It just seems like it from the image that I see. Because you have a bunch of little dots, and you have, I guess this would be like the little strawberry you get. And I guess you're this guy against all these robbers. I don't know. And next we have Sea Battle. If you look, I mean, these boxes, a lot of them are in really great shape. So I think maybe they were like in a store or something, and the guy shut down the store, and this has been in his attic for 20 or 30 years, however long it's been. Let's see, what is it? They don't have a copyright on here? Yeah, 1980 for this game. Okay. So 30 years. The PGA Golf. Yeah. It's golf, whatever. And it's Sea Battle. Burger Time! This one looks like it's been played. The box is kind of, but the box is still intact. Very good. Classic game. I can't wait to play it once I get that thing going. I'm probably not going to be able to wait. I'm probably just going to get a emulator and pop it in there and see what this thing can do. Pinball, which, like I say, came with its own inlays. They all did. I have all of them. And as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward pinball game. It looks fun. It looks like it'd be really good. So hopefully that works out okay. Sub Hunt, which is taped in the front as well. I don't really know why. I don't know why this one's taped. It wasn't on the top. The other one was, so I don't know. But this one just, I don't know. You're in a submarine. I guess you got to shoot the other guys. Looks like it reminds me of Battle Tanks from Atari. I also have Pac-Man, which was only the cartridge, but it does come with the instruction manual. So really can't complain too much there. Got NFL football with absolutely perfect box, So I don't really know how it plays. It looks like the Atari one actually. Backgammon never opened. The only thing is, I guess it got a little torn right here, but it's perfect. Like you can see where it was. The game never came out of this box, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how to play backgammon, but whatever. That's cool. It's in there. I guess that's all the games. Yeah. So I picked that up. And of course, Quest 64, which a lot of people are like, why'd you pick up that game? The game sucks. Well, I like that game. I like the music. Yeah, well, anyway. And this little dude going around with his little thing in his hair, and he's got a shillelagh, and he's whacking wolves in the head and going through castles and whatnot. It's fun stuff. Well, for me anyway. I mean, it does get kind of redundant, but you know, whatever. Some games do that. It's no Ocarina of Time, but then, you know, what is other than Ocarina of Time, I guess. Well, that's about it, I guess, except to tell you that I'm going to be working on a Let's Play soon. I'm not going to tell you what game it is. I don't want to ruin that right now, especially if the plans change, but if it doesn't, it's a pretty epic game, so I guess, you know, just look for that, and that's about all I have for today, so thanks for watching. You guys take it easy. I didn't get to watch me mess around with my camera while trying to turn it off.